Welcome back to the Sub-A-Thon here on the mighty Loading Ready Run Video Entertainment Network, Sub-A-Thon number 3, in fact. And we're going to teach some folks how to solder who wanted to learn how to solder. You've never done this before, have you?
I have not.
I have not.
I have, but I wasn't taught.
Cool. Well, I don't know that I'm necessarily a qualified teacher for this, but we'll get you through it. This is we decided to order 3 kits from a non-sponsor but longtime supplier of the show, Universal Solder, and figured we. Yes, that's what they call
Really?
it. Yes.
I don't know
Okay,
if this is,
so yeah.
I don't know if this is on the close-up camera, but
Oh, thank you, Alex.
here we go.
Yeah, that's a little kit, and we're going to be teaching kids. Wow, yep.
Yeah,
to,
kids.
Nah.
To put together a little digital keyboard that'll make some noises.
Ooh.
When you're all done with that here.
I've watched you, Ian solder many occasions on Tinker Tailor Solder Fry, and I'm very curious to give it. It seems like something that is definitely a tricky. It's like there's the line between that was super easy, no problem, solder's done, and oh no, it's all falling apart.
Yeah.
It's very narrow.
A little bit close. It's a pretty simple process.
Lies.
To start off with, what it is that you're melting down metal. In this case, some form of, usually a leaded solder, if you're a hobbyist, because it's a lot easier to work with leaded solder, and using that to bond electronic components to pieces on a printed circuit board. We're going to be working with through-hole circuits today, which are a lot easier to solder, which means you're going to be putting the parts through the hole. Okay. That's a lot easier than surface mount soldering, which is a completely different skill, which we will not be touching today. But in the end, the process simply comes down to hot metal likes to stick to hot metal, and so the idea is, let's have a look at your the tips of your soldering irons right now. You'll note that there's a little chisel tip on there. It's tapered on one axis and flat on the other.
All right.
And the idea is that what you're going to want to do is use that tip. Use as much surface area as you can to heat up both the pad on the soldering board and the part that you're going to be attaching at the same time. And once it gets hot enough, the solder melts, and then it flows from the soldering iron onto the other pieces on the board. And the piece.
So the important thing, like, you're not actually heating the solder. You're actually heating the component, and then you put the solder to the component, and the heat of the component is what melts the solder. Exactly. There's some techniques where you do put solder on the iron and scrape it across, but we're not doing that today. Okay.
This is all about you heat the pieces up, then you touch it with a piece of solder, and the solder melts, flows into the hole and around the pins, forming a hard connection.
Cool.
So I guess the first thing to do here is to get your parts out and make sure that they are all the correct parts.
Squeeze, should my soldering iron be on, or are we not heating them up yet?
We don't need to heat them up yet.
Okay.
Because we'll get to that.
I'm concerned that the instructions are all in Chinese.
Yes, I'm surprised actually that this turned out to be an NE555 based, which is a very common chip. But it's a... I have a bunch of these chips sitting in my supply closet at home. I think there was the other.
Yeah, it looks like there's a bunch of. Are these 2Ks? And then 1K?
Let's have a look at your. Yes, there are 2Ks on the plan. Mm-hmm. And then I guess the other ones would go in the other positions. Oh, and thankfully, it's labeled right on the board for you, too, what goes where.
Okay.
Ooh, magnet.
2K, 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 1K, 10K.
Yeah, and so you've probably got your 2Ks are all on one strip of resistors, and then you should have one strip of 2 resistors, and then a single resistor remaining, it looks like.
Okay.
And
Yeah, 2 1Ks, 1 10K. I forget how to read resistors.
me too. It's something that's thankfully handy to look up online. So in addition to that, you should have a number of push buttons. You'll have a chip socket for the NE555 chip itself, and a couple of number of capacitors
That are attached to my microphone,
So you'll have
or to the speaker.
a tube type capacitor, and then 3 ceramic capacitors.
Oh, those are all the same things.
Labeled 104.
Oh, they're all stuck to the.
To the magnet in the speaker. And
Right,
yes, you've
of
got
course.
a speaker there too.
Cool.
Okay. I'm glad that Alex brought the wire strippers too, because we were going to need those.
Yeah.
Did not realize that was
I
the
have
case.
3 pairs of wire strippers.
So the buttons are the black piece with the yellow nub on it, and also the red.
Yeah,
Like the red piece is the top of the button.
Yeah, the red piece, you just click that in the end.
Cool.
Yeah. So, what should I do here? I should probably provide y'all with some solder. And also, we're going to get out some flux too, because flux is very handy for... What flux does is it's a chemical that cleans, in essence, the electrical contacts, making them more susceptible to being connected with the solder metal.
Okay.
Well, it's like stopping oxygen from getting into it.
Exactly. It keeps the oxidization. It's an acid. All right, so I guess
Oh, I see.
we should start off with, I think, probably easiest to do the resistors, to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why is it that into there rather than just this into the thing?
So the interesting question. Paul's asking about the chip socket rather than just putting the chip itself directly onto the board. And the reason for that is twofold. It means that you can swap out the chip if it ever dies. And it means that you'll be there's less risk of damaging the chip with the heat. This is something to be aware of when you're soldering, is that too much heat can kill components. In the sense of chips, it can just by frying the interior. In terms of things like the buttons, by melting the plastic as you do. So you need to balance that, how much heat you're putting into things before you add the solder, against potentially damaging it with too much heat. So, yeah, like I said, let's start with resistors. So, can I borrow your board there, Jordynne, for a second?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I just want to double check here, because I didn't have too much of a good look on theirs. Okay, so you'll see across the top, there's a little squares with 1K, 2K, etc. in them. Might as well start with the 2Ks.
Okay.
So those are the 5 resistors that you've got on the strip there. Just pull one of those out. And because they're a resistor, they're non-directional, they're non-polar, so you can just put it
Okay.
in any direction.
And so through the 2 little holes in the sides.
Yeah. I recommend bending it into a U shape beforehand.
Okay.
Probably as close to the edges of it as possible.
And sorry, it goes into the 2K?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, that's going to go into... And probably let's start with the leftmost 2K.
Will we be able to trim the
Yeah,
wires?
I've got some nippers here for you all, and of course Alex has provided some as well.
Okay.
But we generally do that after we...
Should I do all of them now? And then we can just like move along?
that seems like a grand idea, actually.
Okay.
Should the resistor be like against the board, or should it be like should it be sort of suspended a little bit above the board by its?
No.
It doesn't matter.
Straight against the board is generally
Okay.
what's good.
Cool. You are already doing significantly better than the last time that someone put a solder in my hand.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
I mean, this is kind of like what students in China do. Instead of like we got wood shop and metal shop,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like this is what they teach kids now for industrial arts.
Yeah. I've been actually reading Apple on China, and it's been fascinating hearing the rise of technologism in China alongside capitalism as a market force. It's interesting.
I didn't get any of that stuff.
Yeah.
I didn't get wood shop or metal shop or anything.
They kept taking me out of art and putting me in metal shop and wood shop.
I was told I should do things that would advance my education, so don't take wood shop, don't take drafting. You should take business management.
I got kicked out of my auto repair class in high school because I was the only girl there, and the men decided that it was going to be a contest to see who could pick me up with the least amount of their bodies. And I was the problem.
Yeah.
Being very disruptive.
Yeah. By sitting in my desk and someone picking me up in my desk. Because it was one of those ones where the chair is connected to the desk.
Right.
And so one of the jocks just
Picked you up in the desk.
picked me and the desk up, which was very impressive. Great feat of strength.
They weren't even using, like, if they had been using their auto shop skill, like if they had used like
Yeah, they
one
could've
of
used
those,
a jack.
the jacks, you know,
Yeah.
use their auto shop skills at least.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, that's some good background music there. Thank you, James. So the reason I'm asking you to put the resistors in first is that I think that's going to make it easier to solder the buttons in, rather than
Oh,
putting
yeah.
them in after the fact. Fiddliest stuff first.
Yes.
Do we
Now-
want to do all the resistors at this point?
I think I'd like to get you get you experiencing some soldering first before we do too much putting stuff in the board, because you'll be flipping it back and forth, and things may come out, may fall out, get lost.
Reasonable.
I'm gonna give you all a big old hunk here, and then if we need more, we can always do that later. One thing to note: this is leaded solder, so after you are
Sorry, quickly, everybody's got one extra 2K resistor, right? Like there's six resistors,
I do.
and we only need five. Or no, but there's 7 resistors on the thing. We only need 6.
I have an extra one.
Okay,
Oh,
good.
did I? Yeah, okay, great.
I was
great,
worried
there's
about
a
that.
spare. Yeah, okay. Thank you, Paul.
I should have bought one of these for myself to follow along with, but anyway, leaded solder. So before you eat anything after today's activity,
Wash your hands.
yeah, wash your hands directly after we're done here.
With my tongue, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Tongue bath yourself all the way. No. Working with leaded solder is a risk, but it is a low risk as long as you know what's going on with it. Same thing with the fumes. Alex has kindly provided his soldering station here with Weller tips, Weller driver, and an extraction fan. Best thing to do is to solder in a well-ventilated area with something blowing away your fumes. That's not necessary. Unless you are doing this for 8 hours a day, all day, every day, it's probably not going to be too much of an issue. But despite how delicious the fumes may smell, try not to breathe them in.
Don't vape.
Yeah. My suggestion that I made during the model making is to slowly exhale when you're actually making the solder content, because what happens when you touch the solder or touch the heat to a fluxed area and the solder, there's going to be some smoke, and that's going to contain a certain amount of evaporated lead as well as some nasty stuff from the flux. So if you're breathing out, not only are you not breathing in the harmful things, but you're also steadying your hand. This is something I learned from air pistol competitions, is that when you're pulling the trigger, you want to do that while you're exhaling slowly, because it's controlled, relaxed motion. So I try to do that similarly when I'm soldering. So let's all get our soldering irons turned on, shall we?
Okay.
Oh yeah.
What
Some of you may need some assistance on how to do this.
temperature? Mine is currently cranked all the way up.
Yes.
Is
So the solder is set to melt at 361 degrees Fahrenheit. What temperature do you think you should set the soldering iron to?
362.
Or more.
Okay.
Yeah, probably.
Currently, it seems to be going up to 480, 490, 500.
Maybe we'll just dial that back to 400, I think. So yeah, adjust your soldering iron to around 400. That'll give things a lot of it'll make things quick in terms of touching, getting things heated up to the right temperature.
So mine goes to 85.
see. What's 400 degrees Fahrenheit in Celsius? 204.
204. It still only goes to 85.
I was going to say 85 is still not going to get up to.
Okay, let's leave that at the maximum.
Cool.
Oh, sorry. Yes. So that's 85 degrees Fahrenheit times 10, so that's 850.
Oh.
So we're gonna pull
Yeah, smelling burning right now.
out there.
Cool.
And yeah, you're looking good there too.
I love, this is the Princess Auto one. I love it's got a meter here, and then it's got 150, and then a little bit farther along 350, or 300, a little bit farther along 350, a little bit farther along 450, with just like big blocks. Like there's no, there's not like lines or any indication. It's like this is kind of around this temperature. We're not going to pretend that it's going to be accurate.
You get a low, medium, and high.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Next thing I'm going to teach you all to do. You've got your solder handy?
I do.
Great. This is an important thing to note when you're done soldering is how to clean your tip. And you're generally going to want to clean your tip after, in between every joint that you make. Or at least if you, every session you're doing. So you can tap, 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 and then put away. But to do that, take out your soldering iron. Be careful of the hot tip. And now, you're going to want to jam it into the brass thing. Oh, did I?
I have a sponge here.
I've got a spare.
Okay, great.
Is the sponge is different from the brass thing, eh?
Yes.
Ah.
Yeah. And don't be worried about being too gentle. Just really get it in there and jam it around. What you're doing there is cleaning excess solder and excess oxidation off of it.
And the idea is that the brass is whatever it attracts the solder.
Well, it's just actually an abrasive more than anything else.
Oh, okay.
Once you've done that, wipe it off on the sponge.
Should there be water or something on
Yep.
the sponge?
There
Oh, is
is,
that
yep.
we're already okay?
It's been
Good.
pre-wetted, and then just add a little bit of solder to the tip of your iron. And that'll give you an idea of how fast it takes to melt. I think I might need to give you more heat there.
Yeah.
No. There we are.
Oh, there we go. That was interesting. It was like, nothing's happening. And then something, it was just like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're gonna touch it to the tip. And you've got it there. So now you can safely put your soldering iron back in the holster.
So
Should I clean it first?
Sorry, no.
There it goes. Okay.
So the idea is to keep some solder on the end of the iron.
Exactly. That way the action end of the iron is protected by the extra solder that's on there.
Oh.
And then when you take it out to use again, clean off that excess solder, wipe, and then you have a fresh
And-
tip. Yes.
I've also heard that it helps transmit heat better.
I believe you are also correct, yeah, because there's less of that oxidation on there. Yeah. So, let's get started doing some actual soldering then, shall we? Does everyone feel confident-ish and ready?
Yeah.
Okay, before you do,
wipe.
before that, just holster your iron, and we're going to talk about flux.
Okay.
This is flux. You can buy a lot of it, and you will never need to buy any more of it again. This is liquid flux that I just keep in this little makeup brush here. And what it does, as I mentioned earlier, it cleans the pads, and makes the whole system a lot easier. I started soldering without flux. It's a magic thing. It helps the solder suck right into where it needs to be. So let's go down the line and just paint two of the contacts that you're going to be soldering your first time here.
Is flux something that, like, do you have to be like quick with it? Like it's like put the flux on and then quickly do
No,
thing,
no,
or
no.
it's you can kind of.
You've got a couple minutes. It's a fairly viscous solution that doesn't evaporate too easily.
Okay.
And don't worry about being too sparing with it. It's not a precious commodity.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
And just to double check, we will be the part that we're soldering is the back side, right? Okay.
Is this the NASA method?
Oh, Lord, no.
Okay.
If I were to do linesman splices with y'all on the NASA style, that would be, we'd need another couple hours.
Okay.
And I'd also need to get much better at it myself. Okay, so once you've got yourself fluxed up there, go ahead and pull out your soldering iron.
Wipe.
Yeah, wipe. And then wipe with the sponge. Get it all nice and clean. And then press against the pad and the wire sticking through, and you want to use the flat side of the pad too, or the flat side of the chisel, so that you're getting as much of that chisel on the pad. And then once you think you've had it there for enough time, you're going to add the solder at the same time. You keep the iron on as you add the solder, and hold it for a couple seconds to make sure things remain heated.
I shouldn't be doing this on the paper.
That's probably fine. Yeah, that's looking very good, Jordynne.
How big like a bead of?
You want it to cover the pad, but not too much more than that. Too little solder is more of a problem than too much in this instance.
So like, is that about?
Yeah, that's looking great, Paul.
All right.
Oh, and that's fantastic, Cameron. Precision.
I wonder if your neat handwriting skills translate to this.
It's having a steady hand and
Blang.
and knowing how to touch something and keep a handle on it without too much force, without it tipping over, is a really important skill.
This man's saying you're cherishing your slaughter.
Oh, there's a good Daniel Ginnegross has a good visual.
Should we just go down the line and do the whole line?
I approve of what I see you all doing so far. So yeah, don't forget to add more flux if you want to. If you want to try it without flux, that's okay too. Just to see how it
I'll flex it up.
how it feels.
And you said it'll last for a bit, so I could probably flux my
Oh, yeah,
whole
if you wanna
row,
just-
and then cool.
Why are you not heating up?
May I just untangle you a little here?
Yeah, please do. She's.
I remember seeing a thing of
Do you want a bit more,
Steve
a
Wozniak
bit more power?
was doing an interview with somebody and demonstrating, some of his hacking skills, and doing the thing where holding the thing with one hand, holding a soldering iron with the other hand, and the solder in his teeth,
Yep.
and doing it that way.
Brush your teeth, I guess.
Yeah. And just don't swallow.
Stop eating lead!
It's the hardcore hacker method. Well, I've seen you use the sort of either using like the third hand, or just using sort of tape or whatever.
Do you want more flux, Paul?
I think I'm okay. Yeah, I did the whole line
I'll
here.
leave
So
it there for you.
Flux will also help with the heat transfer.
Okay.
But there is a lot of situations where you need that third hand. You need the one hand to hold the thing, one hand to hold the the solder, and one hand to hold the soldering iron.
If you like, I think we've got some blue tack in the room if you need something to hold your board in place.
I think I'm okay. And of course, you want to make sure you don't touch the solder points or the bits of solder to each other, because that will
Yes.
bridge the thing.
Thankfully, these look like good large holes to work with.
Yeah, man. After seeing some of the stuff you've done during Tinker Tailor, this is much more relaxed.
We have worked on some surface mount stuff. At
Oh,
Tinker
some
Tailor.
some of that surface mount stuff where it's just you seem to be just kind of hoping the surface tension will kind of fix it for you. It's like you just have to sort of put a line down and the surface tension. Okay, I think I've got all of those in.
Okay, if you think you're done, yeah.
Have a look, Paul.
Yeah. Oh,
Let's show that off on the camera, and then we can.
Nice whiskers.
Looking fantastic. Send the nippers down your way.
I don't know, I can't really see that well.
Paul's juicing.
Yeah, that's where all the flux went.
He's using gear. Get him.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Cool. So is the idea that like whenever you kind of put this down,
Yeah,
you should be doing the,
Exactly. That's when it's time to clean.
you do it, now do you do it before and after?
No, before it's just yeah, you do before and after. The after thing, the only difference is that you add some solder to the tip, so that when it's sitting for itself, it's got solder on it.
Right. But like it has solder on it now,
Should be okay then.
so I don't need to clean it off?
I don't think you need
Okay.
to. Yeah, I think you're allowed to,
That process is called tinning.
which is something you also do to wires and
Yes.
parts. And we
Which
will
is one of
actually-
those, it's one of those stupid things where like it's called tinning, even though tin is not involved at all.
Is there any tin in solder?
Let me check the chemical data sheet on the side of my solder.
Like, nice. There's a lot of low melt alloys that use tin, but I don't know if solder is one of them.
Tin is SN on the.
Yep.
Yes.
Yes, then that is. Then this is 63% tin, 37% lead.
Huh.
So then so it's really tin solder, not lead solder. Okay, so then we do the 1K, so we just go for the other resistors?
Yeah,
then?
if you're comfortable with what you're doing so far, there's no the technique of through-hole resistor soldering. It's the same no matter how resistive the resistor.
Right. And again, these don't matter the orientation.
Exactly.
Sister resistor.
You want to do a little checky poo, Ian?
Yeah, that look there. That's looking quite nice.
Oh, sick.
Yeah. So you can once.
Lashes on fleek.
Yeah, I didn't even glue on fake ones today. Those ones I grew myself. But yeah, I took a stained glass making class. My mom got me it for a birthday present one year because I love stained glass. And
Right, sort of a different kind of soldering, I guess.
yeah, and oh man, did the woman who was teaching that class not teach that class?
Oh no. Yeah, the only other soldering I've done has been pipe soldering for fixing stuff around the house back when I lived in a house.
Which is a much larger scale.
A little bit, but the principle is pretty much the same. You're using capillary
Go
action
ahead, sir.
to suck solder into a small area in between copper pipes.
Brazing is vaguely related to soldering. It's kind of the differentiation, I think, is much to do with temperature.
Yeah, and maybe even equipment. 'Cause I assume for brazing you use you're more often using a torch.
Yeah, you have to use quite a lot of heat. Not as much as welding, but
Is there any way to verify whether we've made good contacts or not, or is that just kind of like in whether it works or not?
It's kind of you can see it.
Okay.
If it's not a good bond, you're going to see an uneven collection of solder at the points.
Okay.
So I'm looking at yours here, and they seem to be pretty good.
that's
Okay.
also what the multimeter is for.
Yeah, they're small but even. The only way to verify is to literally get out a multimeter
Okay.
and put it in continuity mode.
Okay.
And check it, hit both sides, or find somewhere else on the circuit where you can verify that it's been.
Okay. Shiny and concave rather than spherical.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Then I think I've done that correctly.
I believe so, and with the least amount of solder.
Continue heating for 1 to 2 seconds.
Yeah, the idea is that once the solder is down, you're keeping the heat in there to make sure it has a chance to flow into the holes. gonna look over your shoulder there, Jordynne, to see what's
Yeah.
next on the instructions.
Do you just want? You can just like have mine.
Oh yeah, no, that's all right. I'm also curious as to what's on the board because they make it really nice and easy for you there. Okay, so let's have a look. What are your final ones here? 1K and okay, you got two. Yeah, so those will go in hole 1K and 1K.
And then the 10K.
Yep, and you can do that in any order you like.
Cool.
So how long you been soldering, Alex?
Well, I don't know, like, because it's one of those things that I sort of did really badly and have sort of fumbled my way through as a process. I'm glad that nobody's had the nightmare of their solder beating up today so far. Oh, that one would make your blood boil.
How close do I want to trim it?
Less than a millimeter above the solder itself. So you want to leave
Okay.
just a little bit of wire.
Wait.
Yeah, ideally you don't want to be. Ideally, when you're trimming, you don't want to be cutting solder itself. You only want to be cutting water.
I thought I trimmed it like shit. I trimmed it like the goat. Oh, let's go. Never punish. Charisma builds always.
Let's see if I can get a close up here. Yep.
Oh, yeah. Those little nubbins.
Very nice.
Clean.
Spooky. I've bled significantly less than the stained glass time, so this is already good.
So,
Bit of advice, if I may. Try to use the cutter more if you can. Don't worry about. They're very dull, but just go ham on it.
Okay.
But wiggling it back and forth could potentially loosen the joint if it isn't.
Good to
well-made.
know.
Yeah.
They're a little sharper, closer to.
Close to the base?
Yeah.
And you get more force that way too.
so this is interesting. Haste makes waste or whatever. I did these ones and I put all the flux on there. Then I did these last three, and I was like, doop doop doop, go go go. Did not put the flux on.
But did you notice a difference?
It seems like I feel like it sort of worked okay, but I can definitely see. I don't know if it's clear. So these last ones here were the non-fluxed ones, and the solder has sort of climbed the
wire.
the leg of the wire a little bit more, whereas these ones are more kind of a blob down at the bottom where it should be. So hopefully that's not going to be a problem.
I don't think it will be, but
Obviously, this is a very forgiving kit. for
Are
that
these
kind of
okay?
stuff.
that is that's fantastic.
Okay.
Would you like to show the camera?
Sure.
Yeah, that's.
Nugs, nugs.
Could I get the side cutters when you are?
Okay.
Yeah, I'll be right back. Just
Okay.
gonna stick on the wide for a second.
That's a good point, Tigris. The iPro is probably a good idea when using your snips. Most of us have glasses on, but at the very least you can do what I do, which is keep a hand over top of the wires when you clip them. So if they pop off, they're not going to fly where you don't want them to be.
I don't need glasses. I don't need my eyes.
You got two of them.
I got two of them, and I edit. What do I need eyes for as an editor? I have fully edited stuff before with a migraine with my eyes closed.
I'm just thinking about
Jeez.
using assistive, descriptive stuff to edit video.
Adam is screaming. Adam is screaming.
Yep. I mean, I'm not sure if any of you were watching the last Rhythm Cafe slot when I was doing some driving, just before the Sub-A-Thon. For some reason, because of the additions of the Sub-A-Thon's technology stack, it was causing the monitor to cut out at random intervals, which is not what you want when you're ever driving a car around corners.
No, don't like.
No.
Don't like.
It also told me how important it is practice and image training when you are racing, because sometimes you can actually make those turns
Hell
if
yeah.
you know the rhythm of the turn and can feel the force feedback on the wheel. Other times, you just crash into the wall.
I've driven the desert bus without watching a few times.
Oh yeah, I mean that's
Basically the same, right?
Yeah.
you need the audio for that though. Well, he says.
I think the funniest adaptive thing that I've ever done with editing. I mean, I've told the story multiple times, but when I had a really bad cold and I was still editing the Express videos, and I drink an energy drink every morning because I'm allergic to coffee. But I had a cold, so I chased my cold medicine with an energy drink.
Oh God.
Party
and then
hard.
edited Beauty Copter.
You poor woman. Oh my God.
Wow.
Which one's Beauty Copter?
That stream, like that watch and play stream, was mostly me and Graham speechless for at least half an hour.
Yeah.
At the beginning, like
You have to deliver like a salmon and peanut butter sandwich
It's
to
indescribable.
a giraffe.
Oh, okay.
It's what it looked like, what ingredient concoction I was currently on at the time. It's I cut that shit down to like 20 minutes if you're ever bored and want to be on mushrooms.
you actually
for free.
can't. Do you remember way back when we played Prayer Warriors?
And
there was
a little bit.
There was a segment near the end where you just turned into a helicopter and you started laughing hysterically.
Yeah.
The whole game's like that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, Ian,
Yes.
I've got my resistors in here, I think.
Yeah, I think you look good.
And then
Yeah, good on the backside. Doesn't appear to be any bridging of your contacts.
so what's the next step here?
Well, we get to make some choices here. Why not? Let's finish up with some of the smaller pieces like these, oh my god, why am I blanking on the word? Capacitors. And let's start with the ceramic capacitors. Now the thing about a capacitor, may I grab your board for a second?
Yes.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Is that they are directional.
Isn't it usually like one leg shorter than the other?
Yes, they are. It's for specifically that reason. And let's look at the thing here.
Oh.
Yeah, it looks like two of these capacitors are actually, you can, those ones are non-directional.
Oh, I was gonna say these legs look very much the same length.
Yes.
Now this one does have different length.
Yeah, and so that's going to be, so the ball capacitor, I believe, needs to go microfarads.
I can wait.
I'm going to say white to
Don't worry about it.
white.
Can wait.
I
I'll do
think.
this one first.
And you can be our test case for this.
No problem.
So it would be like that?
Yep, just like that.
Okay.
And I would suggest just don't snip that one off just yet, in
Okay.
case we need to redo that one.
And then
The other
these three there are the three other ones?
one. No, they bridge across. You see where there's the two lines?
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So actually,
So it goes there, there, and there.
yeah. So top and bottom on that one, and then sideways there.
Okay. And those ones don't matter.
Yes.
Okay.
And I
For reasons for electronics reasons that I don't understand.
I think it's just due to the way that that ceramic capacitors are designed versus the rolls of electrolytic paper and tape inside of a capsule capacitor. That's the word.
Wait, no, I did that wrong.
So true, bestie. I couldn't have said it better myself.
Yeah. So, what you're going to do is this guy here. You'll notice if you look at the capacitor all around, you'll notice there's a white stripe on one side. And that indicates the out hole of electricity. The flow of electricity goes out through that wire.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure that if you match the white of that side to the white of this side on the capacitor, then that should be our correct.
Cool.
Just checking on the board. Yeah, I think that's correct.
So what? Yeah, right. We're looking at C1, C2, C3. It's interesting. It's like it's like one of those like subway maps where like the actual physical positioning of the thing doesn't
looks nothing like the actual map of the city, but is exactly the map. And yeah, that last capacitor, the big one, goes directly from the output of the chip to the speaker.
Okay.
And then those ones, did you?
Nice snooping.
Yeah, you got it.
I was reading ahead.
Could I get that flux?
Absolutely.
I don't do the same mistake again.
Sounds good.
Apologies, I should have put together some flux kits for you all as well, but.
I miss you talking about capacitors.
Yes. What do you got about capacitors?
Why do they always burn out?
Because
they're useless.
Because they have a poor work-life balance.
Well, because they're in a sense almost mechanical. Really? Like they're very analog in a digital system. To make a capacitor, you take an electrode side, and then a insulator, and then another electrode, and inject electrolytic fluid into it. Roll it up into those into the little capsules themselves. And it works kind of like a battery in that same way. Just a small battery that's very specifically designed for certain voltages to charge and dump.
Yeah, because I restore a lot of older equipment.
Alex, you're muted.
Oops. It would help if I unmuted myself. I restore older stuff as a hobby, and one of the biggest problems with electronics is always just like bad capacitors.
Mm-hmm. No, that's in the vintage Macintosh world as well. The first thing you do whenever you get a new vintage computer is you remove the battery, because those always explode and dump electrolytic acid all over the board. And then usually after that it's buy a set of capacitors to replace all the capacitors on the motherboard.
Yeah.
Because they dry out or they overcharge and burst, and then when that happens, they don't work. And when one part doesn't work, sometimes parts of the whole don't work. That's right. Bytecaster also points out that there was a time when there was just a run of bad capacitors.
Oh no.
Oh God.
Worldwide.
Oh, really?
And I believe that actually that original Macintosh era coincides with that time.
Yeesh. Steve Jobs must have been turbo happy. He must have taken that real well.
Actually, I believe he was at Next at that point.
Oh, okay.
So there he could blame the robot. I didn't realize that the Next machines were assembled in North America, but fully robotic assembly line on the main boards. No human hand touched them.
Ian, have you ever used a pick-and-place machine?
I have not, but boy, would I like to have a reason to.
Yeah, I only learned about this pretty recently. I suppose they're sort of relegated to hobby at this point, unless I'm mistaken.
I mean,
Well, I guess they work for everything. It's basically electronics parts.
I mean, they're sort of an assembly line thing, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, they automate the picking and placing of electronic parts on a board.
Yeah, it's like a machine you put all the bits into, and then it has a little grabber that like grabs everything and puts it where it's supposed to go, with extreme precision.
Oh, the coolest one part.
Actually,
Yeah.
Alex,
Yes.
your uncle, when he was teaching me partial differential equations
Ooh.
at UVic,
Yeah.
he told a story about how he made his first $1 million, which was he redesigned the, I think it might have been for Motorola, but the arm that placed the chips in the motherboard.
That's kind of a big deal.
Yep.
Yeah, he designed the force curve so that it moved extremely fast over the long part of it and then slowed down just as it was placing the chip, and it took their failure rate from like, I don't know, some percentage down to like by a factor of 10,
I would believe it.
because sometimes the arm would just like put the chip through
Yeah.
Yep.
the motherboard, and this reduced that
Yeah, see,
considerably.
chip placing arms and TikTokers both move the same way. Like they sort of accelerate in the middle.
Right.
This is something I haven't experienced from that, but from 3D printing, is those sorts of torque curves, and when to change your velocity based on how much you're extruding, how fast the head is moving, and what the temperature of the head is, and dialing that all in to make the most
This is why
efficient print.
I don't think I could get into like CNC, especially with like a 5-axis mill.
So, Ian, where do I put the capacitors now?
So the capacitors are marked on the board by a few different things. Let me get
Right.
a pointer here for you.
So these are 104s,
Yep.
right?
So those are going to go across that symbol there.
Okay, and it is directional, right?
Not on these ones.
Oh, not on the baby ones?
Yeah,
Okay.
Not on these little ceramics.
Because the ceramic ones are basically just like a solid state thing,
Pretty
right? They're
much,
just like a block of ceramic
With
that,
a little germanium in there, I think, too.
that adds some
Okay.
resistance to the.
It's amazing that all of it comes from Germany.
Just like all of the uranium in the world came from Uranium City.
California.
Not the
expecting
joke
from
I
you.
was going to make.
Yep.
Do those
Okay.
look correctly seated?
I would say yes. You'll probably want to bend them such that they're not always touching if this was a more complicated circuit.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm not going to trim the legs on the capacitor or the big capacitor just
Yeah,
just yet.
just in case I'm wrong.
Okay, so we got some capacitors.
Yeah, you are cooking there, Paul.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you can really see the traces on the back that way.
Oh yeah, with the light coming through it.
This is definitely making me want to get one of these kits.
Yeah, this is a lot of fun.
You're quite well. These, I mean, for those at home, again, not a sponsor, but they are having a sale right now. Universal Solder. Don't know what their URL is, but these were, I think, $3 to $4
Yeah.
each.
They're a Canadian company.
Yeah. Yeah, they produce the Canaduino modules.
All right, so now I guess.
Well, what do you want to do? We've got you've got.
So we've got a ton of these,
Yep.
and then there's this, which I guess connects into here.
That's actually your power connector.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I think it looks like the speaker just goes directly to the board via the two wires.
Here.
On the no down
Oh,
there
here.
in SP.
Oh, SP, right. So then this is here.
Yep. For VCC and ground. And you want to make sure those are pointing out so that you can actually get the wires in them.
So which is VCC and which is ground?
It doesn't actually matter. What matters is on the board. That's just a way of getting power into the board.
Oh, right.
So
I
you
guess
just want
there's
to
no
mount it so
other
that,
way. Of...
yeah, the holes don't point towards the capacitor.
Makes sense.
Yep.
Okay.
Ian, I fucked up.
Did you fuck up?
Yeah.
I don't think you fucked up. What's
I
what's
mean,
wrong?
As I had these upside down, these went like up very far.
So that's okay.
That's okay?
That's mostly aesthetic. The only reason you'd need to worry about that is if this were in a situation where you'd get some sort of debris in there, which could cause a short against those.
Okay.
But if you like, you can try some desoldering braid, but that might just take more time than you
Yeah.
want.
Okay.
Yeah,
But it's a little bit.
that'll be
Can I
fine.
get the flux?
Yeah, absolutely. Awesome.
This one's just got stubby legs.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I'm just showing. So we've got the fastest man alive.
Oh god.
We've got the most perfect soldering first timer on the planet. Maybe.
I have fucked up so much.
No, that is not a fuck up. I mean, it's
That's
ugly.
generous.
It's ugly, but you can clip that off,
Sorry?
Can I listen
Oh, yeah.
or you can have.
I
little
mean,
braid.
maybe
You
I'm
can try with the braid.
going fast because I don't realize that I fucked up.
So I just use this to like.
Honestly, if that were to happen to me, so to use the braid, get the nippers. Yeah, holster yourself. As for you, Jordynne, good advice in the chat from Reese is you could just heat it up, the solder pads underneath,
and just kind of push.
push it. Yeah,
Yeah.
clip about a centimeter off the end of there because I think there's some, or not off. Oh yeah, there too.
Okay, I'm gonna clip all the other ones just so there's fewer things sticking out of here.
Yeah.
I got really spoiled because Makerspace invested in a pretty decent quality desoldering gun. Because desoldering without specific equipment sucks.
Oh yeah. Actually, I'm going to throw this over to you because it's available on Amazon for a low amount of money. But this is what I use for desoldering now, and it's worth every penny. That specific model.
Cool.
It's a Japanese engineering desoldering sucker, but it's got a very good head on it, silicone tip, and very good suction. A lot of the desoldering guns you'll find use a PTFE or Teflon tip. This one uses a silicone tube. Oh my god, that's alright.
Okay, so yeah.
So if you want to use the soldering braid, you clip off this bit here, which is already full of solder,
Okay.
and then to use the braid, you're going to push the braid up against the solder you want to remove, and then put the iron on top of that.
Okay.
And you're literally just using the braid to wick up molten solder
Okay.
and pulling it away.
What is desoldering braid?
Desoldering braid is braided copper. That's it, just in a kind of rope. And the idea is that you're increasing that surface area, and much like threads in regular rope sucking up water, the desoldering braid, the copper, will soak up the molten solder.
At least that's the theory.
Yeah.
So, if I want to do these buttons,
The idea is what you're doing is you're heating up the copper itself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like just put the copper right on the solder, and then just jam that iron right on top of the copper.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not a gentle this is definitely a forceful process.
so if I want to put these buttons on,
Yes.
do these have a orientation to them?
No, they shouldn't. Let me have a look at a button, please. Oh yeah, yeah. They can only put them in one way. So yes, those just go in the way they fit.
I mean, they could go that way or they could go.
Yep, that's either way is fine.
Otherwise, fine. Okay.
Yeah. All a button does is cuts current from going one direction to the other, and these look like simply one-directional buttons. Well, I'm going to double test that. Yours.
Also, I didn't see the original comment, but whoever suggested just heating stuff up and pushing it back. Thank you.
Worked out well.
It works.
I used that same my little power connector here wasn't quite like seated on the board, and I did that same thing. Works. Yeah, that works well.
The entire time I've been doing this, I've been wondering, why does this smell like Christmas? What about Christmas does this?
Oh my god.
And I'm realizing it probably smells like bad Christmas lights.
Yeah.
You mean the ones that are wired in series?
Yeah.
And so you suggested we.
Rosin is made from pine sap?
Sorry, what?
So that's what you're smelling then.
The flux.
Is the rosin core of the solder.
Yeah, all right, okay.
So you want to not trim this yet, right? You said.
Yeah, leave that for now.
Thank you, Ian.
You're quite welcome. I hope that worked out. Oh yeah, you got that great.
Ian, I don't know if you ever have any interest in like becoming a teacher, but you would be an incredible one.
Thank you. I was for a few years.
Okay, there we go.
And then I had to leave Japan
Okay, yeah.
and
Because
wanted to have a career where I could make some money. So that's why I'm not in teaching.
I think if I had you as like a science teacher, I would be in a STEM field now.
Well, thank you. This is one of the reasons why I enjoy doing Tinker Tailor Soldier Fry on this channel. Is getting to be in education without having to be in education.
Really.
As a note, I'm seeing here putting in these buttons. They're sort of, you don't put them in straight. They sort of go in at an angle and then
Yeah, you kind of
tip
need
over.
to wham-jangle them in a bit.
So sorry, what's the next step?
Your choice. You can either do the buttons or the chip, or the power, as Paul has done.
I'll do whatever this is.
Then that's the chip. So
Cool.
for that, you're not going to be soldering that in.
Okay.
That's going to get
That's gonna
plugged
go on
into
top,
that.
right?
So you're going to use that too. Now this is one of the ones where you're going to want to be aware of the heat
Okay.
because you have the potential of melting the plastic of the
Pog.
thing while you do this.
Now the socket, is the socket just an electrical connection? Like there's nothing actually...
Correct. It's just a socket. But there's going to be some hints on the board there as to how to put that together. Have a look at the board. Now that socket goes in this position.
Like here.
Yep,
Yeah.
like that, but other way.
Yeah.
And do you notice something about the box?
Yeah, it goes like that because there's a little notch, right?
You got it. And the
Hey!
notch matches the notch, and then there's a notch on the chip which also matches the socket.
Cool.
So which is the long way to put this in?
So my thought is that the white matches the white on the board.
That would make intuitive sense.
Yeah, unless people are overthinking it and saying that the printed part is black.
Oh.
Which is why I'm saying leave the legs on that one along, just in case we
Okay.
need to redo it.
I remember we were assembling a cabinet for one of the old moon bases that was not an IKEA cabinet. It was like a, from
Paul, can you pass the flux, please?
it was from Home Hardware or somewhere.
Thank you.
And you don't realize how much work IKEA has put into their instructions until you.
Yeah, until you've assembled a non-IKEA thing.
This was it had screws and two different types of screws. One was like a silver screw,
Oh no.
one was a silver screw, and one was like a green, like the screw had been like painted
Oh
green.
yeah.
But it was a black and white instruction
manual.
thing.
no.
And so in the instructions, some screws were just like an outline, like a white screw outline, and some were a black screw outline.
Which
Now,
one's the...
yeah, if you were doing that, which one would you think was supposed to be the green one, and which one do you think was supposed to be the silver one?
I am too inside my own head to be able to give
Yeah, I
you
mean,
Yeah.
like intuitively,
Whatever
I would assume
you're
the
just-
green one was the dark one.
Yeah, whatever you choose, you were wrong.
Yeah. Like inserting a USB key. It's
Yeah.
always upside down.
Yep.
It's like back in makeup school, we had a whole thing about black and white makeup, and it was all just like old Hollywood photos.
Oh,
that-
like makeup for black and white.
Yeah.
Oh, neat.
And like for example, the most common one that a lot of people know is that the Addams Family house was all pink to make it look black in black and white. Yeah.
So it's just the color reproduct or the brightness reproduction of a black and white camera wasn't true or whatever.
Yeah, so it was really cool. So like a lot of times old Hollywood stars, they were wearing lots of like teals and blues for everything, like their lips, their foundation a little bit, but like their contour and their like eye makeup and everything, but it reads as like
Weird.
Well, and there's
what I'm wearing now, basically.
There's that certain look of like where that like where even the even the male stars have sort of very strong like lips and stuff, which I'm assuming is partially that and also partially just like they're used to doing theatrical style makeup.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, it just sounds like everyone's doing a clown show all the time.
Yeah.
Don't clip those yet, Cameron.
So it was a very interesting time because as it was happening, certain photos of Justin Trudeau came out, and I was like, oh, he's painted himself green, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Right?
Must be,
Surely.
yes.
Yes.
Surely.
He was doing black and white photography.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Our next step is the socket.
That seems to be what people are going for.
Okay, and this one is completely agnostic, right?
No, you'll note if you look at
Oh,
the
it has a
song-
notch.
Yes.
It has a notch. Okay.
It is in fact Gnostic.
I feel like I'm going to learn more about how colors affect monochrome because I'm getting into film photography,
Oh, yeah.
which is very interesting.
Fascinating.
Which I would assume, like in black and white photography, what the sort of like with color photography, of course, different types of film have different color reproduction.
Yeah.
And but I would assume that black and white photography, different types of black and white film, have different types of black and white color.
I think after a fashion,
effect.
it's kind of what you're describing. Although I'm just learning myself, but they have different profiles for like grain or for contrast or any number of other things.
Infrared.
Infrared film is so fascinating to me.
I'm sort of thinking about like in Photoshop or whatever, you can look at like the channels, right? And so it's like 3 different black and white things, but it looks very different depending on.
Cam, have I told you about aerochrome?
No.
It's I believe it's an infrared film developed for use in the U-2 spy plane.
Cool.
And
Bono has a plane.
I mean, yeah, probably,
Yeah.
actually.
Sorry, continue.
it's for a while anyway. I think people were taking bits of it and cutting it to 35 millimeter. And the weird thing about it is when you take color photos, all the green foliage turns like vivid, like magenta.
Yeah, I believe it.
So weird.
Yeah, because chlorophyll is extremely photospecific.
Get the flux.
But that would make sense if you're trying to differentiate between foliage and camouflage.
Camouflage, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because chlorophyll has only a couple of wavelengths that it actually absorbs. And it reflects everything else.
Is there a process for like removing the flux?
Yes.
Tongue.
No. But
That's the answer to everything.
the answer will be when it's time to do so. Isopropyl alcohol and a Q-tip or some shop towel.
So I do notice that it's like a little bit sticky.
Yep.
As in,
And it will etch away at parts over time as well.
oh really?
Isopropyl alcohol is the approved form of cleaning.
Oh yeah, there's a picture of
Wow.
yeah. Another really fun thing was our so there's something called straight makeup, and straight makeup is no makeup.
Okay.
So like character wakes up out of bed that
Right.
has no makeup on, or like male actor, God forbid, a man wears some eyeliner.
But for somebody you want to
To look like they have no makeup
look
on.
good, but not look like they're wearing makeup.
Yeah. So I had like the coolest professor for that class. He was like the head of the special effects department. And so he would do like all the goofy stuff. So on our like fake tattoo day, if you didn't bring in art for him to print out for you,
Oh no.
you got a tattoo of Justin Bieber, and you had to get it on your neck. It was great. I loved him. But so he had this PowerPoint of like, is this straight makeup or is this not? And it was like no makeup. Like it was all very, very easy. And then there was a elder woman, probably in like her mid 60s, beat to the gods. Like she looked like she was gonna give a drag queen like a run for their money. And we're all like, obviously not a straight makeup. He's like, no. This is from Days of Our Lives, and she just woke up. And it was just a very, very funny class. I was like,
Huh.
yeah.
Amazing.
Good teacher.
Yeah, he was the best. Didn't let me in the program though, so
Oh.
maybe he sucked.
Terrible human being.
Yeah, I hate him. Cancel this man. No, he was very good. I just didn't like that the majority of our classes were not practical.
Yeah, when you're going there for practical education,
Learning useless things like straight makeup.
Yeah. Well, I would go and then I would have some teachers that would be like, all right, time to watch this YouTube tutorial.
Oh, really?
And I was like, it's a 6-hour round trip for me to get to this 1 3-hour class. I'm not here to watch Nikki tutorials. I can do that and not have put pants on.
or paid money.
Yeah.
I had that experience in college as well, and it really seemed like a red flag. It's like, why am I paying for you to look up free resources?
So you're looking at the power connector there. I noticed.
I'm like, what? Oh, this one, yeah.
Yeah, that one. It doesn't matter which direction it goes in electrically, but physically it absolutely does. And you got it. Right. Yes.
I'm so smart.
The connection points point away from the capacitor.
Makes sense. And because there's also those 2 little dots on the top that I was like,
Yeah, I hadn't even noticed those.
pattern recognition, go brr, monkey brain like it.
Yeah.
Oh, monkey brain don't like that one.
No.
Oh, this is fun.
Good.
I might text my grandpa after this and be like, do you have a soldering iron? Norm, I know you have a soldering iron. Hook me up. And he'll be like, please take this out of my house.
Did he work with electronics?
Not really, but he is a 77-year-old man who lives on a farm, so he has every single tool imaginable.
Nice.
He does like fix like tractors and stuff, so. He also used to work at a steel factory, so.
These ones are going to sit quite far off the board, right?
No, they should go. Yeah, you'll need to, as Paul pointed out, kind of.
Rock them in?
Yeah, rock them in.
Okay.
Yeah, and they should be kind of flush with the board.
Okay.
In order to get all the way through.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. I'll be right back because I think I need to grab a piece of battery.
All right, I
Take
guess
one
these need
slice
some
of
kind of
D-cell.
power, don't they? These need some power.
Yeah.
Here.
If they didn't, they just worked.
Yeah.
I mean, there's like things like that, there's the thing with like, the like crystal radios and stuff, right?
Right, yeah. Sound-powered telephones.
Where it's like, oh yeah, it doesn't need anything, it just goes.
Yeah. That one just runs off of horoscopes. Every time someone mentions a Libra, that's what actually powers those clocks.
My big experience in the last couple of years with horoscopes is that my girlfriend kind of likes them. Doesn't take them seriously, but kind of enjoys them.
Yeah.
And her thing is, she's a Taurus and I'm a Gemini.
Oh, interesting.
And I was like, okay, well, this seems like it matters to her in some way. So I went and looked it up, and it was just like, okay, Gemini man and Taurus woman. And it was always like, a kind of middle-aged woman who would be talking about, like, on YouTube, I'm doing this.
Yeah.
And she'd be like, oh, Taurus woman is so lovely. She's so hardworking, down to earth, diligent, good with money, stable, just the salt of the earth.
Yeah.
And we're pairing her with a Gemini man, and delivered with the tone of like New York City, with looking at the salsa label, and just being like, girl, he's gonna cheat on you, he's gonna steal all your money, gonna crash your car. And I'm like, oh,
Just rumble you.
Wait, what month are you born?
June.
Well, that's the problem.
Oh, okay.
She's thinking about May Geminis.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Right, the shoulder matters, right?
It super does.
There's different denominations within.
Yeah, of course. Like if you're gonna do the uwu racism, like you're gonna go all the way in. I told
Racism.
the uwu-racism. I told the story on stream once, but I matched with a woman on a dating app, and she was like, "Oh, like what's your big three?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm a Scorpio double Aries." She said, "Ew, waited until I saw it and then unmatched me."
Wow.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Scorpio double? Double.
Yeah. And
Clearly
then
there's aspects of horoscope that I do not understand.
Yeah.
apparently I'm some kind of is it Aries rising Scorpio moon?
That's why we get
Or
along
Scorpio
so well.
moon Aries rising?
Yeah.
Same thing,
Yeah.
right?
3 Scorpio moon.
Yeah, 3 Scorpio moon.
All I know is I'm a metal monkey.
I always love. There's a Bob the Angry Flower cartoon. It's a comic that I used to really like, and where he looks at his horoscope and it says, "Today you will go fishing with an Easter Island statue."
That's oddly
And
specific.
he's like, "That's weird," and then. Ding dong! The door rings and opens the door, and there's an Easter Island statue there with like a little fishing rod, being like, "Hey Bob, you ready to go?" Yeah. And then the last panel is just out on the lake, and there's just all these boats that are extremely tipped over to one side,
Right.
because there's Easter Island, and he's just like, "Oh, a lot of Gemini's out tonight." Because I mean, that's always the thing, right? It's like whatever your horoscope is.
Yeah, it's also
Theoretically,
affecting like
1/12 of the world is doing the
Yeah.
same thing. Yeah.
yeah, something like 500 million people are currently doing the same thing.
Yeah.
I was slightly disappointed that I share a sign with Gamzee Makara.
Who's that?
It's from Homestuck.
Oh.
He's a juggalo.
Juggalos are good people.
I mean,
Not this one.
Oh, well then.
I have the same birthday as Kris Jenner, and she's a real person. Also, as
Me.
well, I'm saying, like, that's worse.
That's fair.
Her womb spawned all of the Kardashians.
Oh.
Ugh.
Oh, that Jenner.
I've run out.
Oh, you run out of soda? No worries.
I got a little close to the. I was like, ooh, hot.
No, I, like I said, haven't done this particular one myself, so I'm not sure how much you need.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm not being very efficient.
Oh,
but
no.
I also have the same birthday as Kevin Jonas, the Jonas brother that's normal.
Paul, I bought this roll before I started Tinker Tailor Solar Fry,
Oh my
and
God.
it's going to be a while before it gets gone.
It always feels like mine takes a long time.
Uh-oh.
What? Brain? Okay, good. We almost just choked to death talking. It feels like it takes a really long time to heat up.
Yeah, you do seem to be having some issues there. I wonder if it's the iron or if it's the technique.
Do you want to try mine? Or
Maybe I'm just not holding it close enough or hard enough, tight enough.
fast enough?
I mean, like mine seems to be going almost right away.
Yeah.
Try touching the solder. So same technique in terms of where you're touching the solder and iron to the pin and the pad, and then touch the solder to the iron itself, just right next to in between the two. A little bit more solder. There you go.
Okay.
I assume these just go.
Yep, all the way down.
The way that like once you have it up to the right temperature, the way that the solder just like disappeared, like you just you push the solder into it and the solder just kind of goes.
Well, part of that is because some of it's flowing into the hole.
Right. That's the whole idea.
Yeah.
Ha!
Hey.
Oh, can I like be a little more forceful with these guys, I guess? Because they're not wanting to go in.
So the trick, put like two
in.
the top two, and then you can kind of rock it in, like kind of rock it in.
Yeah, they're built such that they will stay in when they won't just.
Yeah, you
fall
almost
out.
don't need to solder them. Like
Yeah.
they're locked. They're kind of locked into place.
But you do need that electrical connection, which is the important part.
Everything's so sticky.
Yeah, the flux is kind of sticky. Okay.
Yeah, that works a lot better. Thanks, Ian.
Okay, I'm glad.
And these guys have like little teeny weeny legs, but I don't know if I can really.
Oh yeah, those you
Cut
don't
them.
you don't want to trim those off. Those are meant to be. They're sized such that it's the appropriate
Right.
poke through.
All right, I haven't done the socket. So the socket, right? The socket has the notch. The socket has the notch.
Do not turn away from the socket.
So the actual chip itself isn't soldered at all. It's just plugged into the
Exactly.
socket.
Yeah. Now you could solder it in, but again, you're risking damage to the chip itself and difficulty in replacing the chip if necessary.
Right. Because like, of this entire thing, the chip is the actual thing that like does stuff. The rest of this is all just is the stuff that the chip is using.
Well, and because this is one of those 555 timer chips, that it's literally just a timer chip.
Oh, okay, right. I have heard of that. I think you were talking about it on the Tinker Tailor one.
We've used them for a number of projects. in the past.
Right, it's sort of a very common off-the-shelf kind of, and then by using various tricky divider circuits and flip-flops and things,
Yeah.
you can get a surprisingly wide range of timings out of that one
Yes.
chip.
What is sound, but just simply
Pressure waves in air.
that are over frequencies, which is things that happen over time.
Alex, do you want to focus up on Paul's for a second?
Certainly.
Thank you. Paul, show off your work.
But
Oops,
yeah, it's
wrong
they're
camera.
they're
There we
kind
go.
of the they're kind of the challenge mode of the electronics and engineering
So that
hobbyist system.
Front side, and then
In that so many people will say like, oh well, why'd you do it like that when you could have just used a 555?
right,
Gotcha.
front side, back side.
Very nice.
So now I've got this little chippy holder thing to put in. I mean, there is that thing of like, that somebody uses a 8602.
86, yeah.
8602 is that, or a
Oh, the ESPs.
someone uses like an ESP or something.
8266, yeah. versus
8266 or an ESP or something, and where they could have just, it's like you don't need to do all, you don't need to actually like have a program
There
to run.
doesn't need to be a program running. It just you can just do this in circuit.
Like it's that little what is his name? The Bucky the
Bucky the deer. Bucky
yeah.
the buck.
Oh yes.
Bucky the coffee or the deer pong.
Deer pong. There it is. Yeah.
Deer
to get
pong?
the flux. But yeah, like things like that where it's like, okay, this is obviously a really a cheap thing. Like, what's the lowest we can get the bill of materials on this? Like, obviously we're not gonna like get some fancy chip on this.
Can you imagine? Just inside of Bucky is just like the most
It's got-
sophisticated.
It's got like a Raspberry Pi running Linux on it.
Yeah.
Why is there a G5 in here?
But it's like those, or the chips that they use to like play music with like a greeting card.
Which are surprisingly easy to obtain and program.
But
Yeah.
like the idea of but like playing music out of like a Arduino or an ESP or whatever is actually like quite difficult to do. Like it requires quite a few different components. But also there's just like these weird little greeting card things to just do that one.
On one chip.
Yeah.
What do you got, Jordan?
I was gonna ask you if you have ever heard of a YouTube channel called Michael Reeves.
Michael Reeves.
You have friendship homework.
Okay. I'm going to go
I recommend. What's the name of those like really fancy robot dogs?
Oh, the Asimos.
Yeah, he got a hold of one and made it piss beer. He has it set up now that his shop is in his garage, and his girlfriend gets mad at him if he locks the garage door and doesn't tell him because she tries to go down and like see him, and then the door's locked. So he set it up and coded it so that there's a thing that goes off when he locks the door that texts her and says, "I have locked the door."
Oh, good. Good, yeah. Pissbot.
Yeah,
So,
piss bot.
So for Jordynne and Cameron, if you've already done the little socket thing here, what was your? Did you just like hold it in place? with your hand?
Yeah.
I was like, if I hold it in place with my finger, and it's too hot for my finger, that probably means it's too hot. That I should be doing. I'm doing something wrong.
No. It's
Otherwise,
I will give you a hint that I should have given everyone though beforehand.
He's the favorite.
All you need to do is hold it with your finger so you get one pin in, and that'll
Right.
hold it in place for the rest
Yeah.
of them.
And I want this, the power thing with the sockets pointing outwards,
Correct.
right?
Because
Okay.
otherwise you'll be running wires through
wait,
everything
how do
else.
I-
capacitor.
Okay.
This is the third hand problem.
This is where your mouth solder would come into. Would you like a third hand? We've got one on the table.
Sure.
May you pass me yes, thank you.
You're welcome.
Then what you can probably do is just use the clamp just to hold it together.
Do I bend these or do I just leave them as is?
As is.
Thank you.
Just giving you a time check. You're in at 3:30.
Yep. So I think Paul's gonna be the first to complete here. So we might.
Not if we kill him.
They're dark fat.
You have a tool to do just that.
Yeah.
My suggestion is I think we'll wrap up at 3:45 if that's all right with y'all.
Sure.
Because we need to get this place.
Ready for eating?
Yeah, in a kitchen state rather than an industrial assembly state.
Wait, so we're
Yeah,
not
next
cooking
year we
this-
should do baking first, then lead
Yeah.
soldering.
Yeah.
We'll give it a thorough clean.
It's time to haul ass. How close are we to being like done?
I mean, once you finish soldering those buttons, you're basically the only other thing we need to do is the speaker, and that's a very easy one.
Okay.
But will require a new skill
New skills. Oh.
with a fun new tool.
It occurs to me that I actually have. I missed the probably several times you've said what they're building now. This is supposed to run Doom, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
I mean, at the very least, you'll be able to play the Doom theme.
Oh my god.
Oh, you're not wrong.
I don't know the Doom theme.
Oh my god. So I've been staying at Joe's place while I've been here, and Joe's partner is a little troll. I love him dearly.
Yeah.
He's a little freak. And so it was just him and I. And in order to tell if I was awake for the morning yet, Joe's partner just started singing the Halo theme. And when I was like, "Oh, are you in the bathroom?" I thought that he was gonna like throw up. He laughed so hard.
Like the menu, like the
Yeah. Because Joe's home is very beautiful and very large and very echoey.
It's gorgeous.
Damn it.
Wait until you guys see the gift that I gave Joe as a thank you for hosting me present.
I have seen it.
You have.
It's remarkable.
It's good.
Yeah.
You got him that life-size Master Chief?
It's just a guy.
I brought you a man. I heard you like them.
I'm pretty sure we made that joke in the Future of Halo video where every
Yeah.
copy of Halo came with a
life-size.
full life-size Master Chief, but they died because I think we I think we made the joke that they were like soldered into the suit.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Convenient.
Well, I mean, that keeps the smell in.
Oh.
It's a good video. It's one of the first, one of our first bigger viral, I think, back in the day.
But yeah, James, he played with that present for like probably 3 hours.
Nice.
I got him a.
Do I just want to push this chip in now?
Yes. Make sure everything is straight and all the pins are in the right hole. And if they aren't, you can just bend it as need be. Putting be aware, putting the chip in the socket may take more force than you're expecting.
Okay. And I want it to line up with the notch.
It's just like when you're installing a processor and you have to just like force it in with your thumb.
Yeah, I hated that so much.
Yeah, the innovation of the zero insertion force
Socket.
socket is very, very nice for. Otherwise, it was quite nerve-wracking.
Well, I mean, there was that one time when I pulled off my cooler, and the chip came with it.
Oof.
Ooh. Out of the zero insertion force. Yeah. There's more force than zero.
Yeah, I mean, like it wasn't the chip that always harrowed me. It was the cooler.
The heatsink, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, especially the ones that you have to push through the motherboard until it clicks.
Yeah.
Or the
Yeah.
flathead, get a flathead
Yep.
screwdriver.
Oh
Down,
yeah, pushing the
push
clip.
down.
Yeah.
Until it goes.
Yeah, it's flathead screwdriver down, out, and then back in.
Oh God.
Yeah.
You'll know it's set correctly when your motherboard makes a sound like it's broken.
Yeah, like a kind of a creaky noise.
I hate
I always
that.
found it was one of those things where it's like you're pressing down so hard your hand starts to tremble and you're
Yep.
like, is this too much force?
Okay, so
Okay.
I think,
Dang. Okay. Both looking good there.
yeah, so
Last step
although
then.
I feel like the socket could be a little tighter to the board, but hopefully that's not going to be a problem.
Electrical connection is what matters. And you're still doing your soldering there, Jordynne. That's
Yeah.
fine.
I'm hauling ass, I
Okay.
promise.
Cam, you're gonna need this, and you're gonna need this.
Oh, we've got to. Oh, the wires are
Yep.
right.
Because you need to
Oh, strip the wire.
strip both ends of your wires.
So it looks like these. So one end is kind of already got a little bit sticking out. At least on these.
You
online.
need what, like a centimeter showing? Not even?
Yeah, like about a centimeter is all you're gonna need.
Oh, okay. These only have like
Harrowing.
a couple of millimeters.
Sorry, while they're doing that, can I just get a little bit more solder, please?
Oh yeah, please, absolutely. I was so close.
We're also, honestly, probably if we had your skill set, we probably would have used the amount that you rolled. So it's actually just on us.
It
yeah.
was a straight guess on my part, Jordynne.
Let me be nice to you. God
I
damn.
appreciate it.
You don't want to end up in the same camp as the Let's Know boys.
But I also don't want to be gifted with certain skills that I don't have in front of these several hundred people watching.
Yeah, but I love lying to them.
Oh yeah, no, that's Sundays for me.
I'm their Princess Diana.
All right.
Known liar, Princess Diana. That doesn't sound right. Can I get the wire strippers?
You got one right next to you.
Oh, so I do.
So now we're going to tin the wire.
Okay.
Because one of these sides is going to connect to the speaker, and one of them is going to connect to the board. In fact, we were going to tin both sides of the wire.
Okay.
How do you do that? Well, simple. 1, 2. Yeah, you're probably going to want the third hand.
Wait.
Oh. So, I was just putting your wire in there, and then simply apply some heat to the wire end and apply solder directly to it.
Okay.
Be aware not to use as much time, because you will start to melt the wire plastic fairly quickly. And in fact, this is one of those areas where it might even be advisable to just put a ton of solder right on the tip of your soldering iron and then just kind of rake it against the bottom of the wire.
Okay.
But the reason for this is that solder against solder melts better together and easier together.
Okay.
And the back of your speaker there, you can see, is already tinned with a couple of pads. So this will just make it easier on yourself. You don't just have a tin pot. I don't think we're allowed to have a tin pot in the office. For those who don't know what that is, that's just a hot bowl of molten solder that you just dip your wire in.
Huh.
And now it's tinned.
I think we could probably get by with a fondue pot.
I think there's also sometimes some circuit boards that you can actually just dip the board in the tin pot and let the rest of it roll off.
The devil's fondue.
Yeah.
Cursed, I love it.
I don't know for certain, but I worry that they're like a foundry where if you turn it off and let it cool, it can never be restarted.
What are you talking about? The entire English economy is now going to be based around restarting steel foundries that have been
So does it?
abandoned in place.
I'd like to be known as the man who restarted steel production single-handedly here in Britain by flipping the switch back on.
So you're saying
I got that one.
put solder on these wires.
Yep.
Does it matter which wire goes into which hole on the board?
Yes, it will. Let me have a look at the board. Sorry, may I grab it? You know, maybe it actually does it. But I'm going to make an executive call on this here, because this is usually the way it is in my mind. And that is, you might have a...
The black one is slightly shorter.
I'm going to say that the square-based hole is going to be your black.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize they had different.
Yeah, I think that's a standardization just across the industry.
Yeah, because I've got positive and
And negative on there? Is it
Yeah.
is it marked on the back of the speaker?
I don't know.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it is
okay.
marked. There's a positive and yeah.
Okay, great. So yeah, positive is red, and
Okay.
negative is black.
Okay.
And then negative is square.
Yes. Okay, and then I need to quickly make
Like I
some-
see here on the board, if I shine up to the light, that square is going to be connected directly to the capacitor.
Yes, that would be correct then.
Whereas the other one is going to be connected to the power.
Yeah, that sounds correct.
Sorry, am I missing anything before the wires?
No, I'm looking at your. You'll need to put the chip in the socket, but
Where is this a chip?
yep.
Okay. And it just goes in like that?
Yeah, might match the notch.
Yeah.
The notch.
Please.
And it just occurred to me that the blue-handled strippers are not intuitive.
Oh, oops.
Yeah, you watched me.
And I
Trim
was
that
like,
wire?
right. They're very weird. They act as though they're trying to troll you.
I like them, but
Yeah, I cut part of the tip of my wire off.
that's all right. You've got enough wire left?
I hope so.
I have extra wire. People need it, but
God, my fingers are too sticky. I can't. Oh, girl, come on. It's literally just me. It's fine. How do I know if it's sat properly?
I will check.
Because that sure don't look right.
No, that looks like it's just fine. Yeah, you're in there.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah, it takes more force than you think, but
It's just uneven. And then, so sorry, what do I do with the wires?
so the wires are going to go on the back of your speaker. One of them is marked plus. That one you see right there. There's the plus sign.
Yep.
Minus sign. Match black goes to minus. Red goes to plus.
Okay.
And they just sort of lie on top of it, eh? Like there's no, they don't stick in?
Yeah, they're just lying on top.
Is that the ugliest thing I've done today?
It's the ugliest thing you've done today yet.
I mean, I'm going to say yes, but also that's the way it should look. So.
Okay.
Because everything else is beautiful, beautiful art.
Like I said, it's a bit of a vulgar art in terms of applying bare heat and.
Should the wire be like pushed so that there's no like
You can have some overhang. That's okay.
that's okay?
Yeah, minimize, but that's fine.
Okay.
Like the back of
then-
the back of the speaker is already exposed, so the chance of having a short there is already going to happen.
And then the square contact is positive?
I believe square is negative, is what we've been saying.
Okay.
But
Is there any indication, like, is that explained anywhere in the instructions, or is that just
not in
something
the
you know?
instructions. That's just something I picked up from observing.
I mean, we can see from the thing, right, that my music's going to sound upside down. The one that goes directly from the big capacitor
Yeah. The one that
goes directly to the speaker, and then the one from the little capacitor goes directly to the speaker. Problem solved.
Screwdriver.
What is that?
Tiny screwdriver.
Oh, sorry, what's the
Yeah, because
All good.
on? But sorry, what was the next step?
Black wire goes in the last two holes there. So coming from the top, coming through to this side. Black should be flipped back over again, so I can show you. One is square, one is red, or one is round. So we'll do black to the square and red to the round.
Okay. And it comes in from the front, you said, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Ian, what powers these?
Well, see, that's the thing. They'll take between, I believe it's 5 and 9 volts.
Okay.
And I just so happen to have some 9-volt batteries here. What I wasn't able to find was the connectors for the 9-volt batteries on the top. Now I do have some of those spare at home, but what we'll do to test these is we'll just plug some wires into the piano, and I will hold the 2 contacts on top of the battery.
Definitely thought you were going to say just stick it into the wall.
Oh yeah, just right into the wall.
Yeah. 110 is the same, right?
Oh yeah, exactly.
Electricity is electricity.
Yeah, yeah. That certainly doesn't alternate in any way. It's great. But yeah, it's been interesting to see
okay,
the performance of these things. So you're all done?
I think so.
Great. In that case, you'll be our first tester.
The end of my wire has become
Uh-oh.
has unfurled.
Yeah, I just grabbed it and spun.
Yeah, I was having Cameron tin the wires, which you can do if you like.
Yeah, well, the problem is I tinned it,
Ah,
and then the little thing of tin on the end of it made it too large to fit through the hole.
oh no.
I'm just going to put my keys on.
Yeah, go ahead, and then I'm going to have you put some wires in.
Okay.
I think you are currently first to finish.
You would think that.
Oh, oh,
Oh,
And And I think you would continue to think that. I think that's right. And the solder for these two are mushy together.
Oh, yeah. So then you'll probably want to maybe even add a little bit of flux there too to the if there's mushed together parts.
Yeah. She's.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. She's,
Okay, actually, you're gonna want the braid for that.
Come on.
Oh my god. Maybe we.
Yeah. You're soldering.
Maybe we don't. Maybe I'm the best to ever do it.
There.
All right. Put those into your screw down lead system there. Move this to the safety zone.
Oh, women in STEM. Woman in sucking, trying her best, eating shit, and memeing.
I'm just loosening them a bit first so that they
so-
actually.
That's
How do
They're
you
separate
go
now.
into the thing?
all right. I guess get your keys shined up. Grab a stick of juicy fruit.
I
I just want to hear one of these make some noise.
right.
Abitha, I can't hear you.
Next time we should rank the capacitors by how delicious they look. It's the ceramic ones. Man.
I mean,
Yeah, those ones are cinnamon, right?
gotta be. I'm a fan of the. Well, then there's the big blocky tantalum ones, which are caramel flavored, I believe. And any of the black ones, licorice.
Okay, I need to snip this, I think.
Yes. All right.
Oh
Give me your
boy.
leads, and I'll let you play some keys. Just gonna make sure that nothing's. Go ahead. No. Okay, let's go the other way. Alrighty. Well. Oh, that
I
doesn't.
wrecked it.
No, not at all. That doesn't tell us much of anything, unfortunately, yet.
Does why don't we find out that
That smells like ozone.
Ah, yes. So ground is going to be negative, and VCC is positive. Okay. Give us another click or two.
Can we get the music muted?
Let's try the other
I
battery.
swear I heard it.
I thought I heard something too.
yeah, I was gonna say, is that battery okay?
This is the problem with these sorts of kits.
No easy diagnostic point. Is
Well-
the capacitor in backwards?
I doubt it, but that would be the first thing to well, first thing to check would be to make sure that we don't have any bridged connections. But
Do you wanna try mine?
Yeah, please.
do you mind if I
Yeah.
grab the, or can you unscrew your wires? Is what I'm asking.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's probably the battery. I'm money down. I'm positive that you did all right.
They said that there's 7 volt. That they're giving 7 volts, which should be enough.
Yeah.
Hey, can I borrow that screwdriver too? Thank you.
All right. I think I got so far, the hardest part of this entire thing for me was that I like tinned the wire, but then the sort of blob of solder on the wire made the wire too thick to go through the hole into the.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if one of these works, then that's a different story.
Yeah.
But maybe we can.
I guess, yeah, if the capacitor was in backwards, you would know.
Maybe I don't think it's that destructive. Okay, let's just spread those out a bit. Do you want to push some keys while I hold down some
I'll be nail banging on the keys.
One time.
power?
Oh my god,
Okay.
Holy shit!
Well, that's 1 out of 3.
Okay, awesome.
I'm really excited.
Yeah.
That's cool as hell.
Kick ass.
That turned out great.
What just happened?
Well, I think in that case, what we'll do is we'll. Paul, do you mind if we test yours off air?
Sure.
Okay, then. Thanks so much for watching Learning to Solder 101 with myself, Jordynne, Paul, and Cameron. It's been a partial success, and
True to Tinker Tailor Solder Fry.
exactly. Well,
Oh, I've got the speaker in backwards.
well, that
Yeah, because positive went to round, negative was ground, right?
Negative went to square.
Negative went to square, yeah.
So
okay.
that was it. Then
Yeah.
that's an easy fix. Okay. Then that's probably what it is. Thanks so much for watching. We're going to take a short break while we get everything cleaned up here and ready for the Great Lure Bake Off. Don't go all the way away, but do keep on subbing and bidding, and we'll keep going.
Wash your hands.